All right. I hope you guys are with me today. Um, I've got an interesting topic because honestly, I didn't even know about what I was going to talk about until recently because I don't, even though it's my job as a health coach to uh, help you all um, get your healthiest, best lives in place. I don't necessarily follow all the trends, and I rely on you guys to let me know when one comes up. So, popping a question in the Facebook group or DMing me and saying, "Hey, what's going on with the, latest hubbub of how to lose weight quick, right?" So here I am talking to you guys today about something that a former client of mine had brought up. And she's like, "Have you heard about the pink salt trick?" Um, and I was like, what? And I, of course, went down the rabbit hole because that's what I do. So I actually want to talk about that today. I kind of gave today's episode a cheeky little name. Don't be tricked by the pink salt trick. We're going to sift some fact from fiction. We're going to talk about why gimmicks don't fix your metabolism and what hydration habits actually work and what is true, what isn't true about this, and what are the claims. And if you guys haven't heard about it, then then you'll get a laugh along with me. And maybe you're not going to laugh. Maybe you were curious about it because let me tell you, a lot of people are putting a lot of stuff out there and it can be very, very confusing. So I'm really happy that it was brought up to me. This kind of went viral fairly recently. So I'm Stephanie, and this is the Be the Boss, Be Well Facebook group, and this is our Tuesday Night Live. And you might have seen the pink salt trick floating around your feed. And if you're ever looking up or asking questions about how to lose weight or things like that, and the Facebook algorithm has your number, then probably it has popped up. Maybe you've seen a Whoopi Goldberg video or an Oprah Winfrey video talking about the pink salt trick. Maybe it's some $30 pill that promises you'll lose 30 pounds in 30 days. I've seen it all. Now, just to be fair, Whoopi Goldberg and Oprah have nothing to do with this. Those were AI generated uh, ads or endorsements that were not approved by them, and they've both had to come out and say that wasn't me. This isn't what I did, and whatnot. So really this is all going crazy. But here's the problem with this pink salt thing. None of it's true, right? Especially the big claims that we're going to see. And tonight I want to make sure that you don't get tricked. Um, and if you guys have any questions as we go, I want you to go ahead and put them in the comments with replay, or if you're, wherever I end up putting this, and I'll be going through and answering them afterward at the end. But I definitely want you to say hi and talk to me and comment as we go. So here's the deal. The pink salt trick was a TikTok trend originally, and the basic recipe is this. It's warm water, a pinch of Himalayan pink salt, and sometimes lemon juice. Some versions throw in apple cider vinegar, ginger, turmeric, baking soda, or all other kinds of things. All kinds of people have capitalized on the fad to get clicks and likes, right? And the claims are this, that it burns fat, boosts metabolism, detoxes the body, helps digestion, helps you drop 30 pounds in 30 days. Um, This is the red flag, though. If I had a red flag, I'd be waving it here on the camera. Maybe I need to buy one. There is zero scientific evidence for those massive weight loss claims. But you know, to make things worse, companies are now bottling this into like a $30 a month pink salt trick pill. Guess what? Most of them don't even contain salt or lemon. Instead, they're full of senna and prune powder, basically laxatives to make you poop. It's not weight loss, it's dehydration and bathroom time. I want to share my screen with you guys because I just want you to see a little bit of what I came across um, when I was doing this. Let's see. Um, let's see. All right. There we go. Sharing my screen here. So this is when take a look at it on Facebook, right? You see people put groups up, like groups. There are 4,000 members in this group. uh, that is fairly new. You know, another one, public, 200, lots of people, and there's probably more. Then you see some of these posts here, right? You see, pink salt took me from 208 to 134. Now, some of the ones that I went into and clicked into on your behalf, they said, and I did all these other things. Okay, great. I mean, and look at everything that's going in this one. Um, Here's another one. It just keeps going, right? Um, Took me from 185 to 132. Oh my goodness gracious. Um, Again, another one here. Wouldn't this be nice if I could just drink a little drink every morning and do nothing else and lose 70 pounds? I mean, that would be great. And now let's pop over to Amazon. This is just one of many books that have popped up. We've got supplements. Um, this one actually doesn't even contain any, if we look at the ingredients label, it doesn't actually contain any salt. Neither does this one actually. It's a cleanse and it's just going to make you poop. So anyway, so there you go. Um, so what's true and what's not? Let's separate a little fact from fiction here because that's what I promised you guys. All right, hydration does matter. It is so very, very, very important. In fact, it's one of the most important habits that my clients will eventually adopt if they don't start there. And drinking water with or without lemon or salt, it does support your metabolism. It's very, very important. One study found that drinking 500 mils of water, that's uh, half a liter of water, increased metabolic rate by about 30% within 10 minutes. And that's if you're dehydrated, right? I mean, our mitochondria, those little energy powerhouses of the cell, actually do require water to function properly. All of our cells do. I mean, with just 1%, dehydration, which you can't even feel, and you might just be starting to feel thirsty, your cognitive, faculties are actually measurably worse. It's insane. Hydration does help fat metabolism, appetite control, cell function. Um, a splash of lemon or vinegar before meals may help blunt blood sugar spikes and stimulate better digestion. We've seen these things. These aren't bad things. These ingredients aren't horrible ingredients. Even the ones with apple cider vinegar and ginger and turmeric and whatever else, they're pretty good. Um, and how do they work? I mean, maybe they're filling you up if you've got plenty of water, because a lot of times we get hungry when we're thirsty. Our brain is just like, hey, I've got a signal that something needs to go in your mouth. It's not telling you what it needs. It's just like, hey, I'm putting it in order, but you're gonna have to guess what it is. Right? So, it's good to just have water with you. This one I just squeezed some lemon earlier because I love lemon in my water. So what is false about these claims, right? Well, pink salt doesn't melt fat. All right. Salt water doesn't detox you. Your liver and kidneys do that beautifully. Um, People might think, well, if you've got the salt and you've got the water, you're going to pee more. You're just trying to get rid of excess sodium. Um, as long as you're hydrated and you're you've your body has all of what it needs to function appropriately and create the enzymes in your liver and whatnot, it's going to be fine. If you already eat a lot of processed food, the last thing you need is more salt. Extra sodium can actually cause bloating and water retention, which is going to have the opposite effect, right? So by itself, drinking salt water, and by the way, warm doesn't matter. In fact, there's people out there that say you got to drink it cold because then your body is going to spend more energy warming it up. And there's a little bit of truth to that. Is it going to be enough to help you lose 70 pounds in 3 days? No, it's not. But it doesn't matter what temperature your water is. It's important that you're drinking it. Uh, yes, drinking water or lemon with a pinch of salt can be refreshing, rehydrated, and even helpful with blood sugar. It's a great way to rehydrate your body and brain after a night without water. Like watering a wilted plant. Maybe we've got a little bit of brain wilt when we wake up, right? So having some water, right before your coffee, before anything else in the morning is such a fantastic way to start your day. But it's not a magic weight loss solution. It's not a standalone solution. It's not a magic bullet. So let's let's talk about why these trends take off. And this is what pulls at my heartstrings, right? Because every single person, and if you're one of them, there's no judgment. Every single person that clicks on one of those is someone who just wants to feel better, who just wants to lose the weight, who just wants to something to work. And it isn't that they are not, willing to work hard for it. It's just that all of the effort they've put in hasn't worked. So maybe that easy to take pill or powder or drink or whatever can help, and I have seen people on the other end of this spending hundreds of dollars a month on supplements. And it's sad because it's no different than taking 30 pills a month to try to chase a symptom, right? We all want that one simple trick, the idea that there's a shortcut that makes everything easy. And when we see celebrities attached to it, even if it's fake AI generated ads with Oprah or Whoopi, our brains think it worked for her, maybe it'll work for me. Your health is never about one trick, though. And I hope that you guys hear my heart here because I do believe 100,000% that it is available to you. Your health is available to you. I know because that is me. I have lost that weight, right? I did go from 100 and I don't know, 88 pounds was the heaviest I weighed myself. I stopped after that and I don't know how far I went. Um, and I went down into my 130s and it wasn't a trick. I tried tricks. I did. I tried them. I had pills. I had different things. I had supplements, right? I tried the 21-day fix a couple times. I was exercising to the point where my body was breaking down. You know, I did them. I did. I worked hard and things that did, somewhat worked, and then I rebounded and yo-yoed all over the place until figured out how to create a lifestyle, right? And that, my friend, is about small, sustainable habits that you do over and over again. You learned how to ride a bike, right? You learned how to drive a car. You know how to do things. There's habits that you have in your life that are just part of your life that you don't even have to think about in your lifestyle can become one of those things. Okay. Here's what actually works for energy, metabolism, and hydration. Okay. I want you to do this instead. So, like I said earlier, I do want you to start your morning with water. Lemon, vinegar, kombucha, plain, whatever. It's all good. I prefer for me, absolutely plain, no lemon. Like I like to wake up and then just house a good half of one of these in the morning. It's next to my bed before I get my coffee. Ugh, I just love it. And again, cold water might even boost your metabolism slightly as your body warms up. Put one of these things next to your bed with some ice in it. It'll see nice cold in the morning, right? Stay hydrated throughout the day. Hydration helps your body burn fat for energy and keeps cravings down, and it'll help you um, be more likely to feel hungry when you're actually hungry versus just thirsty, right? So staying on top of that can actually really help your brain with focus as well. Replace sugary drinks with water or sparkling water. It's a simple swap, but it makes a huge difference, right? So maybe some of these people doing this were doing that. Um, another really good time to have electrolyte water is if you're doing something else like intermittent fasting, right? Or if you sweat a lot in the summer. There are definitely reasons why you need to replenish your salt and your electrolytes. And Himalayan salt is a great one to do it with because it doesn't just have sodium chloride, it has a lot of other trace elements in it. Maybe Redmond's real salt, which is what I prefer personally, which is from the Great Salt Lake in Utah, and it's a single source. So there's different, um, reasons why you would want to do that. But I also have a whole food, very low processed food diet. So I don't actually get a lot of sodium from the food that I eat. I do have to keep an eye on it and replenish it or add salt to my food. And I also, again, like I just said, add those electrolytes mindfully. Like I said, sweating, fasting, eating mostly whole foods. A pinch of electrolyte salt or or electrolyte mix might help in your water. Um, so think of it this way. All right. The pink salt trick is like sprinkling glitter on your car and calling it a new engine, or just like giving it a good power wash and saying, "Oh, look, it's new," right? Glitter doesn't hurt, but it isn't going to make the car run. I mean, you can clean the engine. It's not necessarily going to make it run better. It's going to look prettier. But what really matters is the gas in the tank, your daily hydration, your nutrition, your movement, your rest, the right amount of food for your level of activity, and lifestyle habits that reduce inflammation, reduce stress in your body, and provide your body with all of the building blocks it needs because it is a master healer. Our body is so incredibly intelligent. It knows and has processes to heal. Sometimes some of us have ones that are a little bit off kilter and might need a little bit more of this kind of love or that kind of love. It's okay. The most important thing I want is for you to be able to, live with energy, um, live without pain, to be able to think clearly, to be able to do all of the things on your to-do list without having to take a nap, right? So here's the takeaway. All right. I don't want you to be tricked by any pink salt or any other miracle hack. Every single one of them, especially when it comes to pharmaceuticals, comes with side effects. They're all like, they're either going to be completely ineffective or they're just going to make you poop, like some of these fun pink salt trick supplement things for $30 a month that I showed you guys earlier. Um, or they're going to come alongside some pretty serious um, side effects. Real results come from consistent, doable habits. And that's honestly, I probably don't say this enough, right? You're in this group, so you know who I am. This is where coaching comes in because the hardest part isn't knowing what's true. It's putting it into practice in a way that works for your life. And in fact, I almost have to take that back a little bit. I can't tell you how many times somebody comes and says, I don't know what's true anymore. Some people like, you know, is yogurt good or bad? Is it because it's dairy? Should I not have it because it's dairy? Is there, is protein powder good or bad? And do I need more protein or less protein? There's so much information out there. And the bottom line is that you're all unique individuals, and your journey to your ideal health is going to look a little bit different from the person sitting next to you. So if you want to stop guessing and you want to start building habits that actually support your health, I would love for if you haven't already done so, book an essential health assessment with me. We're going to map out where your energy is leaking. I'll help you identify a step that's going to give you the biggest return. Drop assess in the comments. I'll get you a link. If you've already done one and you're like, I need to take the next step with you, I have a really easy one for you. I have a Live Boss community that is in my app. You get opportunities to have free habit forming programs, a monthly coaching call with me, the access to my recipe bank, um, a free personal nutrient guideline assessment if you want one. These things are all open to you. And if you sign up between now and September for that, I am going to gift you an essential health assessment with that if you haven't just done it and gotten in from that. And we're going to actually put together a custom mini program for you to that's just yours, not one that I've already put together in the app. Okay. Um, and I don't know how many of you are local. If you are, raise your hand down in the chat. In the comments, let me know. But if you're local and you have availability tomorrow night, I have a few more spots. I'm keeping it small. I know tomorrow's back to school for a lot of people. People work in the evenings. It was a terrible timing on my part, but I do have a fun with fermenting workshop. It's coming up tomorrow night at We Breathe Wellness right in Walpole. So if you are like, hey, you know what? This is a time where you're going to actually get to do something that will have a massively beneficial effect on your health, way more than a pink salt trick. Okay. It's fun, it's social, it's tasty, it's ferments you can learn to make and take home, and it's an easy way to add real nourishing foods to your life. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to be putting the link down in the comments. If you're interested in the health assessment, um, let me know, assess, and if you're interested in Live Boss, I'll put that link down there as well. And there you go, 8:20. I'm getting so much better at keeping these things nice and short and sweet. I hope 20 minutes has been completely worth it to you tonight. I am going to jump off of this and I'm going to jump down into those comments and answer your questions. So I hope you've left some fun stuff there for me. All right, see you in a bit.